We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chicago offense set to get started. Fields going to throw right away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Play action. It's Fields. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
So in this case, you think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left, so he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Howell looking to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is taken at the 15. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll give him 8 that time, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Herbert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and 8. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Howell will throw it. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Howell throwing on first down here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 45 yards. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
as a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Complete to number 2, DJ Moore. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 1st down, Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
To the air again, Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And talk about built to run the football. Whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Howell to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It's Howell with another throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Howell. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A 63-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. To return is Taylor. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And the Washington offense heading out.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and 4. Throwing here, Howell. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Read option, here's Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert now on the option. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 8. Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense set to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. Howell's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Runs through the contact. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
3rd and 2, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Powers through. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Homer taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Commanders 14.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go now. They can't win straight up. Let's go do this thing, baby.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Here's Antonio Gibson, fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Commanders' offense set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10
at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got McLaurin.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
Oh, man, they are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Powell to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
Now 1st and goal. Here's Howell. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second down, they go back to Herbert.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. This is Gibson taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First down, Howell to throw. His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Howell. And that's incomplete.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And that will be incomplete as well. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With